Well, hello. How are you? My name's Joshua B. I'm going to be your instructor for CS 245. One thing that I've always enjoyed is web page authoring and development, both client-sided with things like JavaScript, and then also server-sided with languages like PHP. This course, however, is going to be more focused on kind of, you know, appropriate web page development, which is primarily HTML, because those other aspects of client-sided versus server-sided is not really web page development, it's web page modification. So when you think about web page development in markup language, HTML is where we're going to be at, and this course is going to be focused on not 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 wholly on technical aspects of the course. That's going to be less of an emphasis as much as I can make it, and still meeting the course goals, etc. Because, well, I'm going to be your technical help, so the emphasis isn't going to be on me being more or less technical. It's more on the way the course is designed, and the aspects of the course and the outcomes that we're looking for. We're looking for you to be able to build a web page, design a web page that is intuitive, easy to get in and start using, and accessible, so that people want to use it. And that would help quite a bit for a lot of people to have that knowledge, especially in the business world, even, in other aspects. If for any web page, essentially. So what am I going to be talking about for our introduction? Well, let's start with and end with actually with kind of the overview of the course. What is going to be expected of you? So the book choice is really, it's good, and it hits all the needed aspects of this course design and what I just previously said. What you're going to be doing is essentially building a website. Well, you're going to be building two of them. You're going to be building one website that comes from the book. It's going to be done through instructions that the book gives you. And those are going to be your each week's chapter assignments. So if you go onto the web or the Canvas page and you hit on assignments, you'll see that 60% of your grade is based on your assignments. And you'll see that there's quite a few assignments there, because each assignment, like your chapter 1 assignment and your chapter 2 assignment, those are based on the web page that you're going to be creating from the book. And that web page, you're going to start small and you're going to continually add to it from the book. Now the discussions portion of the course is where you're going to be building your own web page and sharing it with your peers, commenting on it, liking it, or even trying, or flipping the script, essentially. We would like you to, interact with your peers and even take on a role of instructor, an instructor role through those discussions if you wish, as part of that interaction. And that what really helps with retention as well. And also the online presence of a group that everybody comes together on is an excellent learning tool. So each week you'll build your own website, and you will build the website that the book instructs you on. And the book will instruct you on proper HTML techniques using HTML and CSS cascading styling sheets. And we're going to be talking, I'm going to have a video each week, and we're going to be kind of going through each chapter's high points as we progress. But most of what you're going to be grading on is your assignments and those websites that you develop. Now, when you do complete a homework assignment and turn it in, that's when I will grade it. And if you don't get a full score, I will tell you what you need to fix, and then you can resubmit for a full score. That works for discussions and assignments. If there's anything that needs to be added or revised, I will let you know, and then you can resubmit for that full score. And that can continue however many times. I've had some students submit an assignment 3 times before they realize that they read an instruction wrong or whatever, or something, before they finally got it. So make sure that you take advantage of that, however you may. Don't think that if you don't get a full score on an assignment that you can't redo it. That you are expected to redo it, in fact. So if you go into the syllabus portion of the course, you'll see here how things are weighted through the course itself. We have assignments, which I've just talked about, and then we have quizzes. Your quizzes are based on each chapter from your book, and you're allowed to take 2 quizzes. The highest score of your quizzes will be kept. Now, your midterm and your final are based on your quiz question bank. That means that you want to take the quizzes the allotted twice that you can take them. Even if you get a full score on the first time you take, say, for chapter 1 quiz, I would encourage you to retake it so that you can get more of those question examples, which will prepare you for the midterm and the final. So those quizzes, you're not just doing an assessment. You're also preparing for another assessment, which would be your midterm and your final. However, the primary basis of this course is your assignments. That's what I prefer for growth, and showing that you're able to do something, such as develop a web page. Well, if you're that's kind of your metric right there. Let's develop a web page. In fact, you're going to be building 2 of them. And then also, let's have some fun along the way. Let's interact with our peers and our instructor. And I'm also available to you to come in and work with. So here's another thing. Please, when you get to the portion where you review my capabilities and how well I do as an instructor, make sure that, if you're having problems, if you're struggling, you're coming to visit me. You're coming to see me and work with me. I have lab interaction days that I schedule weekly. There's 2 days a week that I schedule these days and these time slots. And you can come in to the campus and work with me face to face in a room that's it's the CyberHawks room, but in one of our labs, essentially. Please take advantage of that, and let that be the better metric that you use when you're evaluating my capabilities for you. Okay, I think that kind of settles most of the introduction. We have an idea kind of how the course is going to flow. We understand, we know what midterm, final, and quizzes are going to look like. They're the questions from your book. And in that case, if you have a disagreement, on a question that you got wrong or right, or there's one that needs to be corrected, just email me, send me something that lets me know, hey, I got robbed on this question, and here's why. And 95% of the time, I give the point back. And then, of course, concentrate on your assignments. That's the reason why we're here, is to learn how to develop a web page with accessibility and fun, so that people want to come and visit again. Okay, I think this is the end of our introduction for the course. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.